All right. Here we do our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Play ball.
Play ball. All right, meeting minutes from the last meeting. We covered quite a bit. Relief as far as Spa Stocking being canceled, Trista Day canceled, hold on Viking sale tickets. Special, well, we got the dock, Flavin. We've got a cover for the dock, and dock is in. People, we've got Danny Asper, who officially started April 1st. We have one in for waiting for health concerns, one interview application is complete. Gear measuring for 12 people, and Andrew Spangenberg passed instructor 1. Equipment and trucks, crews need checks done. Captains, make sure that your crew is doing your checks. PPE for flu is still the same. We got good stock and area supply. We loved how you guys wiped down Engine 11 after that Mound apartment fire, washing gear, training and safety, watching the grass fire videos, paid training for each time that we do that for 1 hour. COVID-19, still no protocol changes from what we were currently doing. The Lake Areas Response Group still meets weekly. We've got good PPE stock. We still are looking for only max of 4 people in a vehicle, grass 11 and rescue 12 when we go on medicals. New gear, the 12 guys did their fitting. I won't go through the names. I would, and then family picks and birth dates for families. I've got quite a few. I got maybe half of the department on that. So any more that you guys can kick in, that would be great. And then Memorial Day, don't know about that. So anybody want to make a motion to accept the meeting minutes as read?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Meeting minutes are good. We didn't have any board meeting after the captain's meeting, so that never happened. Safety officers report. John had said that Shane, Nate, and Simon are in need of gear washing. And then that we are to just remember to wear our masks in the trucks, the cloth ones, when we're going to scenes. And if it's an ILI or something elevated, that we need to change to our medical masks that are appropriate. That's all I got from the safety officer. Update Bill on trying to get somebody for the interview and who we have.
No, because we're gonna go do 2 back-to-back, because we actually have another candidate. I should have his application tomorrow.
Okay.
But rather than try to set up 2 different Zoom meetings, we'll just do both candidates back-to-back. And I'll be reaching out to the membership for anybody who wants to participate in a Zoom interview for both of these gentlemen.
Cool. Yeah, anything else with that? There's nothing else with that right now?
No, I mean, so we've got 2 in queue that will join Annie, CN Academy, along with Jeff, and then Lee passed his physical from the doctor, so he's ready to go through the occupational physical right now once he can get in.
Okay. Have you checked in with Danny at all? Obviously I haven't seen her
Yep.
on any calls. She's been to some training, but
Yep. So it's just she's in a run of
bad time. Bad luck.
Yeah, every other week with the kids right now. So, but yeah, we'll stay with her.
Okay. Training officer report. Anything? What do we got on here?
trying to find my Zoom window.
There we go.
Not much. We're making it up as we go.
Mhm.
Reached out to Brandy to see if they're going to do what they're going to do by way of EMR. I'd like to get that going. Hopefully they'll do something virtual. We can fit that in here. With no real change in any kind of status, I can expect another online deal for next Monday's training. And we'll just play it by ear. Scale was officially moved till, well, I don't know that the date is finalized even, but way later in the fall if we do it this year. Other than that, hope everybody's enjoying the boat. It's running good.
Yeah, the next week, we're gonna try to get the flat bottom boat out. So whoever the first crew is that goes next week at 6:30, we're gonna have somebody come in and bring the flat bottom boat down early. And so that first group, once they're done, needs to launch the boat, drive it around, and then put it back on the trailer. Maybe do that a couple of times as some practice. So we just need to get that boat out and run, just to make sure it's working well. So that'll be added to
Remember
next
on
time.
that one, I think we kept 3 firefighters and don't put 2 in the bow, especially
Right.
if it's rough conditions.
Right, for sure.
I believe we did 3 max on that one.
Yeah.
Special committee. We haven't had any special committee meetings other than Memorial Day is coming up. The official Memorial Day service, like what we normally do, has been canceled. What I have reached out to John Braylon to record his a short little message that he normally would have done there, and I've reached out to the 2 other pastors in town, the priest and the other Baptist pastor, for a couple of prayers. And so our intent is to just put it all in one video and just put it online, Facebook, YouTube. Is there any other thing other than potentially driving around town that you guys think would be important to remember Memorial Day? Trying to do what we can.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea if we take some trucks, throw some flags on them, drive around, especially, past the cemetery, stuff like that, I think would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, Justin had suggested putting out a route to kind of drive through the main neighborhoods and the main roads. Say, leaving at 9 a.m. or something like that, and going out and just driving around town in a little bit of our own parade kind of thing.
Sounds like a good idea.
I think
Okay.
so.
Okay, I'll add that to it. We haven't had any additional other meetings. The Hennepin County Chiefs and any of the other regional meetings have all been canceled. They do want, we have not even had a Hennepin Chiefs meeting online for a little while, so nothing to even report there. Jeff, is there anything that you want to say about relief?
You're muted right now, Jeff.
Yeah, you're muted, Jeff.
There we go.
Maybe. There we go.
There you go.
We haven't decided anything on tickets yet. It'll be later in the year till we decide that. So hopefully we can still do it. Dan, what's the mailer at?
I don't have the numbers here, but I got an additional 220. I didn't go today from what was last week.
120, 0,
You have it
5, 1. That makes, with the 220, that makes $11,130.
So we're
So-
getting close.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's amazing.
I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna go do it to the post office, and then I'll drop it in the box.
Just as an update, our account, just doing some math, bottomed out this year with a 21% loss since the first of the year, but in the month of April has rebounded almost 10%. So we're still down 11 for the year, but we made it up pretty good this last this last month, the market has come back pretty good,
That's good.
especially for those retirees.
Yeah.
Correspondence, we've had a couple of nice notes. One from the city of Mound for when we helped out at 2308 Huntington Point Road in Minnetonka Beach. Mutual aid to that fire. And also a nice thank you note for Jerry Forrester and Reed for a fire department happy birthday through Hunter's Crest. That was for Matt, Britt, Anna, and Seth Worden. Okay, Warden.
What was it?
So a nice little thank you note for them.
Cool.
There is one more, and I'll get the details on it. There is a parade, or I shouldn't say, a happy birthday for a 74-year-old gal this Thursday. They didn't have a specific time, but it's a little bit of a sad one where her twin sister passed away this last week, and now would have been both of their birthdays on this next Thursday. So they were looking to try to cheer her up by having the fire truck drive by. I'll get more information on that. I think they were looking for an afternoon drive on that one, but right here in St. Bonnie. City issues, none there. Old calls. We've only had 4 in the month of May so far. One that I wouldn't mind talking about was that accident with the Excel, with the guy leaving the road and cutting the pole down. Was there anything, Dan, that we learned or would do anything different on that call?
When we got there, everything was kind of off in the ditch on the side, nothing on the road, not on the shoulder, but we still had power. All the houses around the area were still lit up. We still had power. Amy and I think it was Justin Spokes that went check the vehicle because we had a little bit of smoke and we weren't sure if it was airbags or what. So they had Spanky and went and grabbed a couple extinguishers, both the water and chemical. Standby. They finally got into the hood and then cut the battery cable, and we kind of just waited back. Apparently, the guy witness on scene said he was thrown from the vehicle. The cops said no, he crawled out on his own. They had him in the cruiser, and once the ambulance pulled up, we sent 2 guys. I sent 2 guys to check on him, and he apparently walked to the ambulance. They did transport him.
Okay. On the way there, do we feel like we picked up everything? I haven't done any inventory on rescue there of what may have come out of the truck, on the truck there, as far as O2 bottle or anything else that was missing out of the cabinet.
I think so. We looked at it and it seemed like everything was there. It was just
Yeah.
the 102 bottle and the box of clothes.
That's just another good reminder to make sure that our doors are shut all the way. After doing something, make sure you give them that extra little push down. Because in the quick leaving the station, that's something that we don't check when we're leaving.
Still have a light on it that says compartment doors open.
And on engine 12, it does. I don't think on engine.
11 does, engine 11 does too, but I'm not sure about rescue.
Rescue's got one, but I think it's only for the actual doors, not for the roll-up doors.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So we won't know.
When
Yeah,
you walk
leaving.
on the sides of the truck, I guess, when you're getting in on either side, take a look. If something's open, shut her down.
No, doesn't happen very often, but we don't want it to be frequent, especially with all the little stuff that we're doing. Any old business that you guys want to bring up? Any new business? I've got a couple of things here, or 3 things. With OSHA, we have never been face fitted for our N95 masks. Sarah's trying to commit or trying to get the face fitting testing stuff so that we as a department can go through that. We will choose a style of mask, whatever style of mask that you take is the mask that you need to stick with. That style, we have a couple here at the station as far as how they operate. And we're gonna have to split the department because we don't have a ton of one style. Or I can't guarantee one type of style that we're gonna get moving forward. So we all need to be face fitted at least one time for OSHA. This is starting to really come out of Excelsior. It's got one confirmed COVID firefighter. Not maybe necessarily from a call. The last call that he was on was a ride along down to Children's with a 9-year-old girl who had hit her head. But you know, who knows where he could have picked it up. So with work comp and the Minnesota League of Cities, we need to just be prepared for that. I don't want to get whipped by the OSHA. They'll be lenient if we get tested and we run out of masks and choose a different mask, but we just can't. We just have to go through this process for them, and hoping that we as a fire department don't have to go through the same stuff that Excelsior's going through right now, but it is semi-inevitable that maybe one of us will come down with it, but hopefully not. That's still to come as far as when and what timing that is with Sarah. Did Sarah say anything if she's found any equipment yet?
No, I think she was gonna touch base with some of her people tomorrow.
Okay.
So we should know in the next couple of days.
Okay. If it's a distance.
She'll
in the
make it. I'm sure she'll
make
make it happen.
Okay. So more to come on that. I'll put out an email and set up however many she can do per night or whenever the times work. If you guys have any bills or receipts, make sure you turn them in. This week is bills. I don't think we've been doing too much out there, but it needs to be bills or Thursday. One other thing, County Road 92. I'm going to share my screen. I don't know how many of you guys have gone north out of up 92, but there is a detour up there. Can you guys all see that on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that section
Yes.
between Kristen Lane and Lake Terrace Drive, it is closed to through traffic. So obviously you see the big detour all the way around. That is open to us if we had to. There will be a weekend or possibly two where they're doing some culvert work and some drainage work there, where they're going to cut all the way through the road and we will not be able to get there. There is 2 addresses that are in there. It is, can you guys see that?
Yep.
There's 2 addresses, 1 and 2. They are 600 and 630. So those are the 2 ones that are in that construction area that could be a problem. I've got those written down in dispatch. Hopefully I don't think we've ever been called to those, but what do I know?
We have.
Oh, have we?
Yep.
So
We
those
might,
would be our 2 concerns.
yeah, we might be easier to go 15 to Deer Creek and then come in from the east side, 26 to 92. That way might be a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
what I've been thinking too. Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be the easiest to get around that. I don't have that map, but that would be the easiest to get around that. Okay. So is there any questions on that? That should be wrapped up by Memorial Day, from what I hear. I mean, they've got a permit or the thing is open until July 31st, but they thought it was going so smoothly and so quickly that Memorial Day weekend, they're hoping to have that back open. So,
As long as you got them addresses written down, if we do get something there, I think it would be the easiest, 15 Deer Creek.
Yep.
26.
And if they, because I'll get an email when they cut through the entire road where we won't be able to get through and we'll have to know which way to go around. But otherwise, we do have some access there that they'll keep open. Any other new business that you guys can think of? All right. Our next meeting is actually a dinner meeting. Don't know what that's going to look like yet. It's June 8th. I don't know if we're going to be allowed to get back together or not. I could foresee being outside, having a barbecue or something, and not inviting potentially the older retirees. But I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that.
Pool party.
Nice. Pool party.
Yeah.
Well, what's the consensus, Eric, from the chiefs and people that you've talked to about when we'll be able to get back together? Is it 100% based on what the governor says, or?
It's a little bit on the governor's side, but they have not given, I have not heard any direction on what the other chiefs are thinking. Let's just say we're allowed to get back to groups of 30, or whatever that number is, after the 18th, depending on what the governor says. I'm hoping to ask that question tomorrow of all the chiefs around us on what they might be thinking about that.
Okay, cool.
And Dr. Saprell hasn't given any instruction on that yet, or Dale Roddy is not, or Daryl has not given any instruction on that yet either. So.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta head down to the lake, so.
Okay.
I'll,
We're about done
sign off.
anyway.
Bye.
So do you guys, anybody else
Have
have
fun,
any
Jim.
other questions before we adjourn?
Hey, Bill, did you get an email from UFC about their big sale on Friday?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna head over there,
I got one too.
load up.
I did too. So if there's equipment we need, it looks like they're going to sell everything. So
Yep.
So sad.
unfortunately,
Eric, did you
yes.
copied in on that?
Oh yeah. No, I got stuff.
Even their rental equipment's for sale. Maybe we can get a lift.
How about a
There you go.
backhoe?
Oh, I see you using that.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else other than I wish I could see you guys.
All right.
But stay safe and boat people have fun.
All right. Take care.
All right. We'll see you
See you
guys.
guys.
Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.